Well, I mean, yeah, when we look at this list, which we're going to go through, I mean, there's a lot of new stuff. And I think more importantly, obviously, every year we expect updates to most of these products, but the difference now is that these are going to be big updates. And we don't really know what to expect exactly. Some of them, yeah, we have really good rumors, but some of them we just don't. So, yeah, really excited. I think a good place to start, we're going to kind of chunk this into different sections with what we're going to see in the spring, what we're going to see in the summer, and then later in the fall. So spring, I mean, I think this might be the biggest event of the year. I mean, in my mind, it's going back between spring event and like WWDC just because of what they possibly could announce there. But in terms of like what we really do expect and the rumors are really, nailing it home, spring event looks like it's going to be a huge one, like a really big one. So what are we going to see?
So there's a couple of things here. I guess first, let's start with maybe the most minor updates, then go to the biggest stuff. So what we could see either at the spring event or sometime in the spring timeframe is what we've talked about before. That's the iPhone SE3. We saw this released in the spring of 2020. I don't know if the one before that, the original SE, I mean, that one came out years ago. I don't know if that was a spring event or not, but if Apple sort of follows what they've done in the last few years, we could see this launch in the spring. And of all the things we're going to talk about today, this is probably going to be the most minor update because we're not expecting any big changes to design. We're not really expecting any big changes to the camera. It's really just going to be a matter of internal improvements. So 5G support should be coming. We should hopefully see a better single camera system, maybe better smart HDR processing, and maybe a better physical camera in terms of hardware in there as well. We should be seeing the same design on the outside, same iPhone 8 style, basically a really great iPhone for like what, $399, even if you can get that on sale for cheaper or for free through the carrier, a really great low-cost iPhone option, but out of everything today, probably the most underwhelming.
Yeah, for sure. And I guess let's get that out of the way because I agree. It's underwhelming. It's kind of boring. It is what it is. We kind of know what to expect there. What are you most excited for that we think we're going to see at this? Maybe not this event, but in the springtime. Like, who knows? Like you said, it could be split up into a bunch of different, yeah.
I don't know because my opinions are split. I think the main category I'm excited for, and I think what is going to be the theme of Apple Spring is new Apple Silicon Macs.
Yeah.
And what's so cool about this is that it's not just new Apple Silicon with the M2, but it's like some big redesign. So I guess for me, like my most exciting, well, I don't know. There's a product that I'd like to buy that I don't need just because I think it would be cool. Then there's a product that I actually want to buy because I'd use it. So I guess first thing, like my dream thing, like I just would love an extra laptop because I'm just unnecessary like that. I would love this new 13-inch MacBook Air. This is expected to get a nice redesign. It's going to be more industrial, boxy edges, squared off corners. One of the biggest redesigns we've seen of the MacBook Air in quite some time. And basically everything is new here. New design. We could see a mini LED display. That was a rumor. Not sure if that's going to happen, but that was a rumor. We'd have that notch style design. We'd have a new webcam. We'd have the M2 processor inside. We'd have colors. I just have like this fantasy of like having this Mac that I could take around with me anywhere I go. Even though I do have the MacBook Pro laptop, I could do that with. It just always stays docked. So I have like this idea of this MacBook Air. And to me, I don't need something super crazy powerful. I just need something portable with a really great keyboard and display. And this just seems to check all the boxes. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, no, me too. I'm completely excited for this. And I think the main thing I'm excited for is it seems like this is going to be the first time in a really long time that Apple is going back to like, okay, what does Air actually mean? What can we do with this naming scheme and make this, the MacBook Air rather than just the most affordable laptop? Because, from all accounts, this is not going to be the most affordable laptop. It's going to be like around $1,100-$1,200. Still not super expensive in the grand scheme of things compared to other Apple products, but more expensive than it is now. So with that extra price increase and this redesign, like what could Apple really do now that they're in charge of every single part? I'm excited for that. I think this is going to be a really good laptop. And I think it's going to sell a lot, especially if it does come in the colors, which is rumored. Those colors, I think, along with the new design, this is going to sell like hotcakes. Hey, you made it to the end of this Apple Circle podcast clip, but there is a full episode. So if you want to listen to that, click the video over here. You can watch the entire thing Or if you're someone who just wants to listen in your headphones, we have the audio version, of course. Links for that, where you can subscribe and listen in your favorite audio podcast player, is down below. And last but not least, the Apple Circle channel, where we have mini videos covering everything Apple, is also linked down below. So be sure to check that out and get subscribed.